Many of you probably have used Google Forms before and know that it's a good poll and survey tool. And it allows you to project the live result on your screen. But you probably haven't tried the different types of questions it has to offer, which we will introduce today. And some of you might not know that now Google Forms allows students or users to upload files in the survey. In addition, you can now use Google Forms to give students quizzes. If you're not familiar with this tool at all, don't worry, we're going to start from the beginning and guide you step by step on how to use it. To create a new Google form, you go into your Google Drive and click on New. If it doesn't show up immediately on the menu, you would go to More. And you should be able to see all the other apps that are not on the first page. So you click on Google Forms. And this is new form, and you give it a name, say Chinese assignment, for instance. And then you can add a description to this form. Due on September the 2nd. And then you can begin to create a question. So here is where you specify what kinds of questions you want it to be. So this is an example of what one can create using Google Forms that I have made to demonstrate different types of questions. The first one here is short answer. So students just type their short answer into this box. And the next one is a drop-down menu, so they can choose one. And the next one is multiple choice. So for drop-down menus and multiple choices, they're only allowed to choose one answer. If you want students to be able to choose multiple answers, you can use the checkbox. So like this one asking, what do you like to do? And these are all options of hobbies. You can create an other answer just in case they have something that's not included in your provided options. The next one is something I really like about Google Forms is that it allows participants to add files themselves. For instance, here I asked them to introduce their best friends. And here there is an add file option. So they click on add file and they can upload an audio file, an image, or a video file, any kinds of files that they can upload to it. And if you want your students to watch a video and respond to it, you can insert a video like this one. It's a YouTube link. You can use any kinds of questions for students to respond to a video. But for the purpose of presentation today, I use this linear scale. So here, my question is, do you like this video? If they don't like it, they click 1 or 2. If they like it, they click on 5 or 4. And although I use the number between 1 and 5, you can actually specify from 0 to any number you like. Let's go through how to make a question. For instance, if you want to ask, how many days are there in a week? If you want to insert some media, like an image or a video to go with your question, here's where you find them. On the sidebar menu, you click on this icon, it allows you to add image, and this icon allows you to add video. Let's try to add a video. It takes you to this page. You can do a YouTube video search. And for instance, let's do Chinese New Year and search. You can find many Chinese New Year videos from YouTube, and if you select one, I'm selecting a random one, it inserts the video together with your question. And you can give this video a title. It is the Lion Dance. And you can choose to align this video to the left, to the right, to the center, etc. If you choose multiple choice or a checkbox or a drop-down menu, you are going to enter the options here. So how many days are there in a week? You have 1. You can add another option, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. The option to add other is here. So you can see there's an other option for the participants to enter their own alternative answer. You can also specify whether this question is required or not by changing this setting here. When you're done making your form, you can go to the top right corner here and click on Send. There are different ways to send or share your form. So you can do that through email, or you can make a shareable link, which is what I usually do. You can even ask for a shortened URL like this. So this will be easy for you to share with your participants. Or you can get an embedded code that allows you to embed this form on your website or blog or course management system. If you want to make this form a quiz, you go to this settings icon, click on it. You have 3 options here: general, presentation, and quizzes. Once you click on quizzes, you can toggle here, make this a quiz. And then you have several options. You can release the grade immediately after each submission, so students will see their grade immediately, or later after your manual review. And you have control over what each respondent can see here. Once you save the setting, now it is a quiz. The difference between a form for survey purposes and a form for quizzes is that at the end of each question, you have to specify the answer key for quizzes. You can select the right answer right here. So this is considered a correct answer. And you can specify how many points this question is worth. So say it's worth 10 points, you enter 10 points here. You can also add answer feedback. It allows you to give explanations or feedback to incorrect answers and correct answers. After you send out your form to collect responses, you want to access the responses. In order to demonstrate how it works, I'm going to show you another form which I used in my classes, and I have collected responses. This is a form I used to collect students' feedback about flipped classroom. So as you may see here, I already have 18 responses. Once I click on it, I will be able to see either the summary of the result or the detailed individual results. So usually summary is a more useful view for you to take a glance over the responses. So like here, the question is, I like the current class modules. Here, the blue means 61.1% students responded with strongly agree, and the red shows that 27.8% students feel they agree with this statement. Another useful function here is to present the result in the format of a spreadsheet. If you click on this icon, that shows the result in the spreadsheet saved in your Google Drive as a Google Sheet. There are 2 reasons why this function is useful. One is that it allows you to create different types of charts. For instance, I want to graphically represent the data in the first column, which is students' response to whether the video makes it easier or not to understand some grammar concept. So I choose this column and I select this icon, Insert Chart. So here's the chart. You can move it anywhere in this spreadsheet. And here on the side menu, you can choose the chart type. So this is a column chart that we have on the screen. If I want a different type, for instance, if I want a bar chart or a pie chart. So here's a pie chart. Another related advantage of using the spreadsheet is that you can embed this chart in other Google apps. For instance, if I want to show this result to the whole class in Google Slides, here's how I would do it. In the Google Slides, I go to Insert, click on it, and choose Chart. When you're on this menu, you can create a new chart from the beginning, or you can insert charts from sheets. In order to show the result of the survey, I choose Chart from Sheets. So I click on it, and I have a group of spreadsheets that I have used, and I choose the correct one, which is the flipped classroom result that we just created. Click on it, select. And it shows the chart that we just created in it. If you have multiple, they will all show up on this menu, and you can select which one you want to insert into your slide. So I choose it, and I say Import. And here it shows up on the page. A good thing about it is it's a linked chart, which means whenever you have a new response, the chart will change automatically based on the new result.